When I found out that Leslie was pregnant, I was very concerned that it might be Joe's child.
After I had my son, Angie had messaged me asking me for a DNA test.
I believe that if Leslie was confident 100% that that child was not Joe's, that she would take the DNA test. I don't know if the baby is Joe's. It possibly could be.
Well, Leslie says her baby is definitely not Joe's, and she's willing to take a DNA test. They both said they were willing to take polygraph test, and I said no. I refused to give Joe a polygraph. I refused to give Leslie a polygraph. I refused to arrange for her to take a DNA test. Because I've been doing this a long time, and I have sense enough to know that it wouldn't be 30 seconds after giving the polygraph and the DNA test that you would say, yeah, but. In fact, in your interview, you said, yeah, but, before even the end of the interview, because you were asked, well, okay, if he passes the polygraph and she passes the polygraph and the DNA test, will that satisfy you? And you said, well, yes, but, well, you know, they might find out a way to, maybe. I mean, you started waffling on that. So, I mean, what's the point in doing that?
I
Because
totally understand.
you absolutely have confirmation bias here. You have made up your mind that Joe is having an affair, and he's having an affair with Leslie against common sense and against an absence of evidence, and you have confirmation bias, which means you're only seeking out information that supports your belief while ignoring any evidence that contradicts it. And the problem with people that have confirmation bias is when you give them evidence to the contrary, it just causes them to deepen their belief. And so I wanted to know if you would be open-minded about this, because I don't know whether he's having an affair or whether he's not. What I know is you don't have any proof that he is.
She claims her husband's cheating on her.
Leslie was pregnant. It might be Joe's child.
I haven't seen one shred of evidence that he's having an affair.
Is this a love triangle?
Leslie's willing to take a DNA test. They both said they'd take polygraph tests.
Or a wife's delusion?
There was someone in my bed with Joe having sex next to me.
I've dealt with the biggest psychopaths in the world, and they don't have sex in bed next to their wives.
All new Dr. Phil.